You know what fascinates me about storytelling? The way some authors can pack an entire universe of meaning into just a few dozen pages. Today, we're exploring a novella that does exactly that, with themes of light, darkness, and spiritual awakening.
The way this story manages to create such depth in just 31 pages is really something special. What drew you into Kippy Karoo's world first?
Well, it's this incredible premise. Imagine a magnificent city called Moonlaysia, suddenly plunged into darkness when their sacred sword of light gets stolen. But here's what's fascinating. Instead of choosing a legendary warrior to save the day, the story follows this ordinary person, Kippy Karoo.
Hmm, that's such an interesting subversion of the typical chosen one narrative. How does that affect the story's deeper themes?
It completely transforms the traditional hero's journey. Instead of focusing on destiny or special powers, it explores how regular people can become vessels for change. And what's really clever is how the villain, Silver Shadow Demento, represents more than just an antagonist. They embody this larger concept about truth and deception.
The symbolism of light and darkness throughout the story feels particularly relevant to our current times, don't you think?
Oh man, exactly. It's like this perfect metaphor for how we're all searching for clarity in confusing times. But what makes it really special is how the Moonlaysian crew supports Kippy throughout the quest. It's showing us that community is essential for facing big challenges.
Speaking of the crew, the character dynamics must be pretty tight to work in such a short format.
That's what's so impressive. Every interaction serves multiple purposes, like there's this underlying theme about memory and restoration that weaves through all their relationships. The author suggests that healing isn't just about moving forward, it's about remembering essential truths we might have forgotten.
Well, that's fascinating. How does the story balance these heavier themes with keeping young readers engaged?
So that's where the world building really shines. Moonlasia feels like this fully realized place with its own history and customs, but we learn about it through action and dialogue rather than heavy exposition. And the way the absence of the sword affects everything from the physical environment to people's minds, it's just so well crafted,
The spiritual elements must be tricky to handle in a YA context without becoming preachy.
right? And that's where the author really succeeds. These deeper themes are woven so naturally into the fabric of the world that they never feel forced. Like, you can read it as a straight adventure story, but there's this whole other layer about personal growth and community responsibility if you're looking for it.
The way it respects its young readers while still challenging them is pretty remarkable.
You know what else stands out? The pacing. In just 31 pages, we get this complete arc that feels neither rushed nor incomplete. It's like, watching a master chef reduce a sauce to its perfect consistency. Every element that remains is essential to the flavor.
That's quite a feat of storytelling efficiency. What do you think makes it work so well?
Well, I think it's because the author understands that good YA fiction isn't about simplifying complex ideas. It's about making them accessible. The story tackles themes like truth, community healing, and personal responsibility in ways that feel relevant to readers of any age. And it does all this while maintaining this exciting quest narrative that keeps you turning pages.
The universal appeal really seems to be a strength here.
Exactly. And that's what makes this story so valuable for our current moment. It acknowledges the reality of darkness while never losing sight of the possibility of light. It's showing us that change doesn't always come from the most obvious sources, and that sometimes the most important thing we can do is simply choose to step up when we're needed.
What a powerful message for readers to take away.
Indeed, and I think that's the perfect note to end on. This story reminds us that bringing light to dark places isn't just about individual heroics. It's about community, memory, and the courage to take that first step toward positive change.